So, as I was driving home tonight, I thought to myself, a thought that I never really had, and that is, do you know what it takes to make the world function? We're born into this world with billions of miracles, but we don't think about it. Let's think about what it takes to make the world function so we can be grateful, so we can be happy. The first thing is it takes oxygen. I don't know if you know how we get oxygen. You probably think we get oxygen from trees, but that's not correct. We get oxygen because there are these little, I don't know what they are, I guess almost microbial plants, very complex system, that they're born in the ocean, and when they die, they release oxygen, and that's the oxygen that we have. We also get heat from the sun. If the sun wasn't perfectly positioned where it was, the whole summer winter difference is a little shift. 33 degrees towards the sun, summer. 33 degrees away from the sun, winter. Imagine you went 50, imagine you went 100, it's over. That's something that is 98 million miles away. Imagine it was a million miles, which is not much, 98 million miles, 100 miles closer or further. The temperature is so perfect. We have an ozone layer that keeps the temperature in at night. The moon every night gets to hundreds of degrees below, and hundreds of degrees every day. So we're not protected on the moon. And I remember seeing from an astronaut that when you could have two legs, one leg towards the sun, burning up, another leg away from the sun, freezing cold. So because you don't have that protection, true cold, in one night basically everything would die, and in one day everything would be burnt. One day, one night. That's the protection we have. There are solar winds that blast away much of the heat of the sun. Without those winds, wouldn't work. Our planet has the perfect amount of gravity. Too much gravity, we'd be stuck. Too little gravity, we couldn't float. Now think about this. Everything we know from the kinetic theory of energy can either be a rock, a liquid, or a gas. Now, if oxygen would freeze at, I don't know, call it 32 degrees. So every time it would be 32 degrees outside, there'd be no oxygen to breathe. It happens to be that oxygen freezes at very high temperatures. So if the temperature of each of these gases was off, it wouldn't work. If men wouldn't love women, and women wouldn't love men, and if they both wouldn't love their babies, there wouldn't be a world. If people couldn't communicate and societies didn't learn, mainly from the Bible, how to get along and create justice systems, there would just be absolute, as there is in certain societies, anarchy and fear. And so there are millions, billions, trillions of blessings every day that are occurring to make life life. Never mind the human body. There's no machine that's remotely as sophisticated as the brain. The brain has more like neurons than there are stars in the universe. That's 100 billion galaxies with 100 billion stars. It's unbelievable. Every cell is a miracle. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called the Krebs cycle. The cell, how do you get energy? Energy is an amazing thing. It shaves off like electricity from the electrons. It's unbelievable what's going on. Take food and turns it into a body. Every second, 1 million to 2 million red blood cells die, and 1 million to 2 million red blood cells are born every second. Every 120 days, 80% of your cells' bodies are new cells. They didn't exist 120 days ago. 80% of the cells in your body. The bacteria, the symbiotic relationship, 30 trillion bacterial cells. Every 20 minutes they die and are born again. Your whole body, many parts of it, in 2 weeks, it's a whole new nervous system, whole new white of the eyes. Every 7 years, basically, entirely new body. And your feelings and your emotions and your ability to remember, your ability to think, these are miracles. So all I want to say to God, in this time when, ironically, we become cleverer, when we're less obsessed with our own dramas and our own desires and ambitions. So I want to say to God, well done for making us. Well done for all your miracles. And most importantly, please bring right now the Mashiach, so the greatest appreciation for everything that you've already done and the way that we can live together in infinite harmony and unity will come for eternity. Thank you.